Other Things Considered. My name is Tim Young, and today we are going to do a special episode because this week has been incredibly special. If you really take a look at it, the past 7 days alone might be the most successful 7 days for any president in recent history of the United States. Now, I don't say that lightly. A lot of stuff got done, and I want to talk about it today because a lot of the media is either glossing over things or just covering, well, Stormy Daniels. So let's talk about the top 5 things that Donald Trump achieved this week. And listen, I'm not a big propagandist. I'm literally taking a look at facts of what happened this week and bringing it to you. This is crazy if you think about the success of any modern president of the United States. Let's start with the obvious thing that everybody knows about. Of course, the 3 American prisoners being released from North Korea. We have been able to negotiate with an enemy of ours to not only get our prisoners back without, I don't know, trading 5 terrorists out of Guantanamo Bay for a traitor. You know, crazy. We've been able to help start to denuclearize them, and we've also been able to help basically end the Korean War. That's Donald Trump. South Korean presidents are giving him the recognition for that. So just think about how incredible that is and how diplomatic that is. Did Barack Obama or George W. Bush end any wars during their time in office? I'm trying to think. I think they created them. They didn't help bring them to an end. That's pretty good. And now we're going to be sitting down with Kim Jong-un. Donald Trump has confirmed a meeting with someone who has threatened America and has really, been the most aggressive towards us, really, in recent history. We're sitting down with our enemies to negotiate with them? It's unprecedented. Absolutely unprecedented, incredible foreign policy, but all we're hearing about is the Russian collusion story that's dead from a porn star's lawyer. He's considered a source nowadays. Makes no sense. Let's go back to domestic policy. That was a victory of foreign policy. Now in domestic policy, we have more jobs than basically unemployed people at this point. There are 6.6 million open jobs. That's more than in recent history. And our unemployment rate is down to 3.9%. That's better than anything in recent history. This is incredible numbers. Everyone should be able to get jobs now. This is a wild economy that we're working in. It seems like everything is on the up and up. Unless you go to MSNBC, where it says that the economy is not necessarily stronger under Trump, because not necessarily, even though there's more jobs and less unemployed people. We can just say whatever we want nowadays, of course, because that is how the news works. Guess that's where the term fake news comes from, huh? Anyway, the other thing that we're talking about on domestic policy is the Jared Kushner-backed criminal justice reform bill passed with near bipartisan support in the House Judiciary Committee. 25-5 it passed through. Now what does this do? It helps reform criminals who are in jail, giving them vocational educational training for them to come out and be able to become productive members of society again so that they don't go back to jail. That's a huge victory for Jared Kushner, or Lieutenant Commander Data. If you think about it, just unbelievable, unprecedented that this happened. So back to foreign policy, because there we are with 3 big things that happened now for Donald Trump. How about number 4? What's number 4? We captured the top 5 ISIS leaders. We captured the top 5 ISIS leaders. Not only have we basically had ISIS on the run because we've destroyed them in the past, but this week we captured the top 5 ISIS leaders. Come on, if this was under Obama, there would be marches in the streets and we'd be waving American flags and it would be absolutely amazing and everybody would be celebrating it. But instead we're talking about how a White House aide said something mean about John McCain. Yeah, we've got our priorities straight when we're talking about news. We are winning. We're winning internationally and we're winning domestically. We are winning as a country. This week, this is all just this week. Just this week. And one other thing, we're backing out of that Iran deal. We're backing out of the Iran deal. That, by the way, Politico's reporting that the State Department said it's not legally binding because, well, nobody in Iran signed it, even though we sent over that pallet of cash like very nice people under Obama. Isn't that incredible? But we're running out of that, and you know that we're doing it right when members of Iran's parliament are burning American flags on the floor of their parliament. Nothing barbaric to see there, just normal things. We do that here in America too, right? Now, these people are normal human beings. They burn American flags there. Because they don't have much to do other than suppress their people in Parliament, and they've done that, so what's left? Burning American flags. So just to recap, here are the 5 things that Donald Trump has accomplished just this week. Just this week. All of the negotiations and peace talks with North Korea. We freed those prisoners. 1. More jobs. More jobs, lower unemployment rate. 2. Criminal justice reform. 3. We locked up the top 5 ISIS leaders. 4. And we backed out of the Iran deal that did us no favors. Guys, that's an incredible week by any standards. By any standards. But you know what we're talking about on the news? It's Stormy Daniels. So, there you go. That's our week. Donald Trump, probably the most successful week for any modern U.S. president, but we're still talking about porn stars and listening to their attorneys. Yeah, that's how things go. That's it for No Things Considered tonight, guys. I want you to share that with your friends because that is it's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing from a nonpartisan perspective how much Donald Trump was able to accomplish this week. Share it with your friends and tell them. I mean, it's crazy. Not only that, he's fulfilling all of his campaign promises. Still got to build that wall. But that's a lot of campaign promises that have been fulfilled in less than 2 years. I don't even know that a modern president has been able to pull that off. Or maybe they just don't make promises that they know that they can keep.